Hey, I'm Dusty, friends call me Moose. I'm the dude behind cameratips.com, and in this video, I want to show you how to use exposure compensation on the Sony a6000. Now, if you're using modes like program, shutter priority, or aperture priority, I highly recommend learning how to use exposure compensation to help correct any exposure issues. So if you're shooting, say, into the sun and the camera's having a hard time balancing the exposure or getting things right in camera, you can use exposure compensation to brighten or darken the image. So let me show you how this works. On the back of the camera, go ahead and locate this little plus minus icon towards the bottom of the control wheel. And if we click that, we'll enter into the exposure compensation menu. Now we can adjust exposure compensation either by rotating this wheel. We can also go left or right. We can also alter it with this dial on the top of the camera. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what happens here. So if I reset this back to 0, this is an even exposure. And if I rotate it to the right, you'll see how things get brighter. And if I rotate it to the left, you'll see how things get darker. So again, this is a great way to sort of dial in how you feel the exposure should look. Now, if you're still trying to figure out how your camera works, maybe you're unsure of which settings to use, I actually just released a set of really simple cheat sheets for the Sony a6000 that show you the exact settings I use for really popular scenarios like portraits, sports, landscapes, and more. You can kind of think of them like recipes. I show you which shooting mode, which exposure settings like aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. I also go over the autofocus modes I use depending on the subject or scene. So if you're interested in checking that out, I'll put a link down in the description below. Until next time, thanks for watching. Catch you later.